Peace, family. Peace. Family, again, come on in. Um, After witnessing the Sargon of Akkad, you know, appreciation and seeing how people are, you know, really liking the interview, I thought I'd actually go through a wish list. Bees World 1989, how you doing there? Um, I thought I'd go through my wish list of people that I'd like to interview and sit down with. Let's just get the family out of the way. Jadar Ozone, how you doing? Kojo, what's good? Yeah, I'm gonna try and give my wish list on the people that I'd like to sit down and just have a conversation with. Do you know what I mean? Some of you may know them, some of you may not. Um, it's just, these people have, I guess, sparked my imagination to some degree, and I want to sit down with them and kind of pick their brains. So um, I made a list. I made a list. And first on the list is Neil deGrasse Tyson. Now, why Neil deGrasse Tyson? So as a pantheist, um, Neil deGrasse Tyson, I like the way in which he describes universe, because it kind of aligns with my pantheistic points of view. He understands, energy transformation. He talks a lot about human beings coming from and being part of the same universe, which they try to separate themselves from. Um, so yeah, I definitely like to sit down with Neil deGrasse Tyson. That is like a out there, like he's just like astrophysicist. He's the astrophysicist. Him and James Gates are like the astrophysicists out there that you know, no shit. That I would literally be a child sitting at the foot of its mother, or father, just be like, I'm just gonna listen. I'm just gonna listen because that person has so much information. Um, Another person who I'd like to sit down and talk to is David Icke. Now, the reason why I'd like to talk to David Icke is because growing up, I heard a lot of David Icke's stuff and his theories, and growing up, I dismissed him as a madman. I dismissed him as a guy who's lost it, etc., etc. And I'm sure a lot of people did. But as I get older and as I start to research stuff, I'm like, maybe what he's saying isn't so crazy. I'm not going to say to you that I'm going to agree with everything that the man says, right? However, I think he has some interesting stuff to say. Another person on that list would be Candace Owens. I like Candace Owens because she has the balls to tell, well, she's a woman, but it's a saying. Don't get offended, folks. She has the balls to tell Black America, what they have thought for a long time may not be the right thing for them. She's a person who, like I said, I don't maybe necessarily agree with all of what she says, but she is somebody who definitely is confident within herself, and she comes with stats, facts, figures, and yeah, I'd like to sit down and speak with her about all types of stuff. I mean, she sat down with Sargon as well, and yeah, and I think she sat down with Zuby as well, and I did a podcast with Zuby. So maybe that might happen soon. Maybe that might happen soon. We never know. Another person in America is a black guy called Kingface F1. Kingface F1 describes himself as a conservative thug. Now, this guy used to gangbang, right? He smokes weed. He does all the quote unquote typical things that you would think that a black guy in America would do, or a black thug. He describes himself as a conservative thug. However, he's a Trump supporter. right? He's a Trump supporter, and he wears the MAGA hat with pride, and he talks about the conservatives and the liberals, and like he's very forthright with what he thinks. And I think myself and Kingface F1 would actually be quite a good conversation. Um, Next on the list, I think, would be a woman called Catherine Berbel Singh. Catherine Berbel Singh is a black woman in the UK who now owns her own school, secondary school, I believe it is, and it's getting fantastic results out of the students, um, because of a more conservative way of actually teaching, and yeah, just seeing what she's done, and seeing how she's got what the stuff that she had to go through to get her school built, is very interesting to me, and I definitely want to sit down and speak with her. Um, from America again, Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed is a black guy who has made a Black History series called Hidden Colors. Now, I think Hidden Colors is dope. I like the Hidden Colors series. I really do. However, I don't particularly think I like Tariq Nasheed. I think he has definite character flaws, and that's cool. I mean, you don't have to like everyone that you sit down with. Um, I think that a lot of the stuff that he does, that he says, is kind of detrimental to quote unquote black people. And however, I think his Hidden Colors series is really good. But I don't think I like him as an individual. Um, Next, Jordan Peterson. Now, Jordan Peterson, uh, I want to pick that guy's brain on so many different issues. So many different issues I'd like to speak to Jordan Peterson about. The guy seems like he knows what he's talking about on a lot of stuff. So yeah, I definitely want to sit down and speak with him. Um, who else? There's a guy called Armin Navabi. Okay, he's an ex-Muslim, and I've been watching a lot of his stuff lately, and I just think his story is interesting. I think him as an ex-Muslim and the stories that he tells as an ex-Muslim is something that I think the world need to hear, because a lot of people think Islam is this peaceful religion, but as a person, he's from Iran actually, as a person who grew up, you know, in Islam and has his own dealings with Islam. I think he'd be a good person to yeah, sit down and speak with. Um, Off the top of my head, Apostate Prophet. It could be another one actually. Apostate Prophet is a cool dude as an ex-Muslim. I like people who have come out of religion, because religion's been kind of like my staple for a while. I mean, I'm trying to branch out, but religion's been definitely my staple. Yeah. VVV, says Anthony Westcott. Who's VVV, man? Who? Who's VVV? Yeah, coming out of religion is a painful process, says Kojo. Yeah, it is painful. I had to do it myself. Um, so it was definitely a transition out of this thing. Do you know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I think that's like those are things. Those are the people at the top of my head that I can actually say, yeah, I'd want to sit down with them. William Lavagna says, "Have you read the book The Righteous Mind?" I have not. What happened to Big Bro? Says, look, Big Bro's around. Big Bro's doing business, man. He's got shit to do. I'm not gonna lie. He's not even in the country at the moment. Um, Big Bro's got stuff to do, man. Taz Devil, how you doing? Do a mukbang with soul food. People tune in by the millions. I don't know about that. Hey Sarah, I'm an ex-Muslim Somali, sorry, background. Big fan of yours. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, Somali Muslims are very interesting people also. I've noticed that a lot of Somalis come out of Islam. I've noticed a lot of Somalis come out of Islam. That's an interesting thing to kind of think about. J Star 222 C. When you at Speaker's Corner, I don't go Speaker's Corner anymore, bro. I don't know if somebody never told you, but I don't know. I don't go Speaker's Corner anymore, man. It's just not my thing. Have you not seen what's going on at Speaker's Corner now? It's like a bloody circus. And I'm not a clown. I keep telling people I'm not a clown. Like, people keep inviting me to a circus, and I'm actually not. I'm not a clown. Would you ever interview Tommy again? Of course I would interview Tommy again. 100%. Of course. I might, maybe I can do it when he comes out. He's in for a trumped up charge anyway. That would be huge. That would be quite good to see what his time was like in prison, etc., etc. Yeah, that would be interesting to sit down with with Tommy Robinson again. You're one of the greats at Speaker, says Joe, dude. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, the classic Bigs of Sarah versus that Somali Maverick. He's now, do you know what's so funny about that Somali guy? He's now just a straight Quranist. I'd like to think that I had something to do with it, because that hadith what I told him about, Satan in the nose, I'm sure it hit him right in his heart. And I mean, I know he was playing cool for the camera, but once he went away and read that hadith, like, what? Like, Satan's in your nose? I think he thought, I can't follow this hadith stuff. So, yeah, he's now a straight Quranist. His name's Ahmed. He only follows the Quran now, so that's interesting. What is your take on what happened with Jedi the other month? I said, I spoke about that before, Alpha Male. I think, first of all, I think Jedi handled the situation quite well. Second of all, I could see it coming because the Muslim community, the Muslim Ummah, especially at Speaker's Corner, do not like a free thought, a free thinking black guy down there. We see how they do guys like that. Me, Callum, Gary, Big Bro, Jedi was on the list. So yeah, like, I think it was a joke. I think it was a posturing exercise. Muhammad Hijab thought, obviously he wants to challenge people to fights again, as Muhammad Hijab does. I think that's a posturing exercise. I mean, I've said many times, I come from a different place. And if I'm going to fight you, I don't tell you that I want to fight you on Thursday the 15th at 7 o'clock. It's just not what I do. If you say you want to fight me, then the fight's on, if I choose to fight you. But this whole, I'm going to challenge you to this, and I'm just like, it's a posturing exercise. It's good for the camera. It looks good. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it looks good for the camera, and, Muslims can parade their propaganda and say, look, Muhammad Hijab is the lion of Islam, and look, he goes challenging the people who disrespect the Prophet and all this kind of bullshit. And I'm just like, whatever. Like, who offers a fight? Like, if anyone knows the history, like, I did go down there and go to fight Muhammad Tawhid. I did. I wanted that altercation because of the shit that he had been going on with. So, but he declined at the time. He didn't want to do it at the time. So I'm like, all right, cool. Fine. All right, cool. Well, you were talking all that shit, and then I came to see you, and then didn't want to do anything. So I guess you don't want to do anything. But, yeah, I think it's silly. Oh, where have you been? Low energy at the park is very toxic. Glad you escaped the animosity and confusion. Yeah, so am I. All that fighting is madness. People's energy would better be used pursuing debate, says Truth Seeker. I agree. However, you can't ask a person who is, I guess, like, really entrenched in dogma to actually, to change their mind, to try and research something different from what they think they know. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to do. Sophia Grant Brown says, Muhammad Hijab, Lion of the Zoo. I guess it's going to continue down there, the way it's going, because, I don't know, it's just going to be a circus until, I think the police or the government's gonna mop that place up at some point. Um, Robbie Thomason, how you been? How you doing, man? What did you say? Good to you. I noticed you're starting to take a more aggressive route on YouTube. Is there a reason for this? It's a good platform, I guess. It's a good platform. I want to bring out more content more regularly, especially more interviews with the people um, that I really want to sit down with. So, yeah, I think it's a good platform and it's a good way to have conversation. People aren't shouting at one another. You can sit down, talk to somebody, really hear their viewpoint. If you do disagree, you can disagree there and then, and it's not going to be a punch up. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be, people throwing chairs or whatever. Um, so yeah, that's why the OAP checked hijab. He did, but he never learnt from that, you see. The old age pensioner did check hijab's jaw that time at the Tommy Robinson march, but he doesn't learn. So, people that I'm Jamaican, and we have a saying in Jamaica. It says, "Them who don't hear must feel," and that basically means those who don't hear must feel. And if you don't hear what's going on and you don't heed the warnings, then you're gonna feel something. And he definitely felt something on his chin and still never stopped. So, you know, I'm not saying this is not a threat or this is not, anything, but I feel like until he actually feels something of weight, he won't stop. He won't hear anything. So it is what it is. You know, he's gonna go his route. I'm gonna go my route. Everyone from Speaker's Corner is gonna go their route. It's interesting the stuff that Speaker's Corner actually spawned. If I'm totally honest, I didn't think I'd be doing this. If I'm totally honest, but it is what it is. Still a legend. You provoked thought and inspired many to think critically. Thank you very much, Hoea. Miss Lady Dan, how you doing? How you doing? That was embarrassing. Him getting attacked. Mind. Would you do an interview with who? Heko Koo. Who's Heko? Would you do Love Island? Nah, I'm alright. Trek said, sorry, your arguments are solid at Speaker's Corner. Well, I tried to bring solid arguments. I mean, I said before, I brought solid arguments to Speaker's Corner, and the comeback was slanderous videos, digging into history, wanting to fight me, going on just doing all kinds of nonsense. So it's like, I've said this so many times that the insecurity of Muslims is something that I've never witnessed before. I've never witnessed such insecurity in grown men before. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like these men of this religion seem to be very insecure, and it's like, oh my God, you can't say that. It's like, bro, chill. Like I can say what I want. Like, do you know how much stuff has been said about me? I'm not going crazy. You get what I'm saying? But these guys are like really insecure, bro. Like it's crazy. I've never seen such. And the thing is, they call themselves men, but I call them bitches to tell the truth because, like like they're borderline feminine. I'm not gonna lie, they're borderline feminine guys, man. Like I'm just all the emotion that they bring out of themselves. It's like just chill the fuck out, bro. Like it's not that deep, but apparently it is. Apparently they'll fucking bleed in their bloody knickers for Muhammad. Do you know what I mean? Like these guys are bleeding, these guys are sweating. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, okay, cool, that's your thing. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. They already wear dresses. That shiny head needs to slap. Whatever, black eyes. The women love this head, bro. This shiny head brings in a lot of attention. Women want to feed it like it's what do they call it, a crystal ball and stuff. Leave my shiny head alone, man. Leave this Malteser alone. But yeah, fam. Going back to the topic. Yeah, that was my. Those are the people that I actually want to or would like to sit down and speak with. Um, will it happen in the future? I think so. I'm putting in moves. I'm putting in work to try and get that stuff done for the family who are tuning in. And you know how myself and the Doink do when we put together a production. So yeah, it will be coming. Things will be coming your way. Just support the cause now. Now, listen, now I've got the PayPal, now I'm monetized. Listen, this stuff is not cheap. A Doink still charges me for his videos. It's not a joke. Okay? You see the production value. It's actually not a joke. I'm paying for this out of my own pocket. So, feel free guys to donate to the cause. It will go straight into a Doink's pocket. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna go straight into that guy's pocket because yeah, he doesn't ease up on the prices. His price is his price. You know what I mean? He's a very talented individual. So yeah, feel free to donate to the PayPal or to the live stream, whatever it is. So yeah, you know. I hope you guys again enjoyed the Sargon of Akkad sit down interview. And more will be coming your way. More will be coming your way. The EU is great. Leaving will destroy the economy, says Paranoid Agent. Really? Oh, so you're anti-Brexit. Interesting. Interesting. Look forward to it, says Bitcoin Millionaire. On the subject of Brexit though, you either believe in democracy or you don't. You either believe in democracy or you don't. The people voted Brexit. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's the people's choice. And not unless you're telling me that the people's voice don't matter. Richard Wolff is economist. Okay, that's cool, Paranoid Agent. But after all that, yeah, after all of that, the people voted. Like the people voted. That's it. You either believe in democracy or you don't. If you're telling me you're going to try and stop the democratic decision made by the people, then I ask you whether or not you believe in democracy. Do you know what I mean? So now you want a dictatorship that can get the majority of votes for a decision and then try to weave and weave their way out of the situation. That's a dictatorship. That's no longer a democracy. So if you want Great Britain, if you want the UK, if you want your country to be a dictatorship, then just say so. Not everything should be up for voting. Okay. So you don't think such a big thing should have been put up for the vote? Is that what you're saying? So then when okay, so, oh my God, I'm going to go off on a rant now. So Theresa May, who voted her in? Boris Johnson, who voted him in? Who voted them in? So all I'm asking, you got prime ministers. We got prime ministers that we didn't vote into power. Doesn't that seem a little bit weird to you? I'm just saying. I thought the people vote the prime minister into power. That's what I thought. All my life growing up, we're going to vote Thatcher, John Major, Gordon Brown, Tony Blair, all voted into power. All of a sudden, Theresa May, Boris Johnson, who voted them into power? Me? You? Her? Him? But they're there though, right? Are we living in a time where our leaders now are not voted into power by the people? Is that the time we're living in? If that is the time we're living in, Gordon Brown didn't win. Sorry, Gordon Brown didn't win an election. I apologize if he didn't. I apologize. But what is this system now? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is this system? This is what I want. I want to understand what this system is. If it's not democracy, tell me what it is then. But don't fake democracy to me then. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't fake it. Tell me that we're in a system that's a dictatorship and politicians can now vote in to power who they think should be in. Just tell me that. Do you know what I mean? Because then I'll probably want to try and be one of them politicians that can vote who I think should be in power into power. Because being the people don't work no more. Do you know what I'm saying? Being the people, that don't work. You want a leader as a now the people don't vote leaders into power, bro. The people that vote people into power are the other politicians. Oh, so I need to go and be a politician. Because me as a person with my vote in my ballot ain't really gonna work, is it? Is that the time we're living in? Looks like it to me. So, boy, yeah. Let's say the people. Maybe you got sold a. Maybe you got sold the dummy. Maybe you got sold that democracy actually exists. No, it doesn't. Maybe. Because what it looks like right now is the politicians have the power, and who pays the politicians' wages? You and I. You and I pay the politicians' wages. So who's got the power? Us, the politicians, or us? Politicians don't even feel like they need to answer to the people anymore. They just do what the fuck they want. Do you get what I'm saying? They do what the hell they want. People, whatever. What, those people that go to work every day to pay our wages, whatever. Just let them pay our wages and let them tell them to shut up. We'll do what we're gonna do as politicians. Let's get them to pay our wages. But democracy. Interesting times, guys. Interesting times that we're living in. I'm not gonna lie to you. Very interesting times we're living in. But hey, as long as I can pay my mortgage, take my children to school, go to shopping at Tesco, Asda, Lidl, Sainsbury's, wherever I want to go, everything's cool, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy on the internet. I'm just a guy on the internet. I don't know nothing, guys. I'm just a guy on the internet. I don't know nothing. Apparently, I'm a paid agent. Apparently. I'm a paid agent. That's what the new talk is. I'm a paid agent, and I pledge allegiance to the British flag and also Israel and all this bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck? Jacob O'Brien came late. I said David Icke already. I would love to interview David Icke. Love to sit down with David Icke. So yeah, we'll see. But guys on the internet get shut down, you see, when they start speaking like this. We've seen it already. Okay, guys on the internet get shut down when they start speaking like this, because they're not just guys on the internet, you see. There's a thing called an opinion former. You guys need to know this. The let's say the alphabet agencies, okay, will look at opinion formers, people who are forming the opinions of the public, who may have a big following, etc., and they will try to shut them down, because really and truly, the mainstream media want to be able to form the opinion of the public. This is another brand of media. It's not the mainstream media, okay? But more people are tuning into now they're disassociating themselves with mainstream media and tuning into the internet. And so internet people have become opinion formers. Okay, people like Milo, okay, people like Sargon of Akkad, people like Tommy Robinson, people who they've shut down their social media accounts. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, maybe these people aren't so just maybe these people aren't just internet dudes or internet people. They're actually people who can form the opinions of the public, you know. And the powers that be do not like that. So, if I'm totally honest, I think it's only a matter of time before they start shutting down my social medias. But let it be said that I already knew it was going to happen. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, just let it be known that Sarah Garvey put the thing out there and said, all right, cool. I know this is how you lot work. I know you're going to try and get some kind of way in which to shut me down. Go ahead, it's fine. I know that's how you work. Do you get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Um, what did you guys say? It's fascism, says Trex Manifest. Of course it is. Of course it's fascism. An interview with a caller. That wouldn't be bad, actually. I wouldn't mind speaking to a caller. Your your competition to mainstream media, says William. It's very true. It's very true. What are you saying? These days, a shutdown is a badge of honor, says C.A. Levy. Maybe it's a badge of honor. I mean, that's why, like I said, I don't, like I said, I make, I make my wage. Do you know what I mean? However, um, when people on social media are asking, or they have like a PayPal or, some way in which people can donate, it's not, I don't think it's all the time for just to try and get money out of people. I think, they kind of realize the powers that be will try and shut them down because, you know, it's actually like you pay your TV license. Like people generally pay the TV license, you know what I mean? Some people don't, you know. Like and the BBC's bullshit. Do you get what I'm saying? So if somebody wants to donate to a person on the internet that they feel like is giving them information which is more correct than the BBC, then why not? Go ahead. Do you know what I mean? Like, as long as they're not using that money to start, start some kind of drug cartel or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, people got to live. I'll make my wage regardless. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, there's a reason why people ask. Um, it's not that late, AR23, over here. Uh, don't throw your phone against the wall when it plays up. Do you know what? My phone's actually been okay today. But I'm actually away on business, so I'm actually in a hotel room, as you can probably tell. Um, so the Wi-Fi here, they haven't hijacked the shit here yet. Maybe they've hijacked my Wi-Fi in my home. Could you imagine? If heaven exists, says Tim Nimini, is it multicultural? Um, I don't know. If heaven exists, then if heaven exists, I got some questions for God. If heaven exists, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, what the fuck were you thinking? First of all, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be my first question. Like, what the fuck were you thinking, bro? Like, seriously? But I don't think heaven exists. So, you know, it's a belief. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a belief. People say heaven exists. No one's yet. I'll believe heaven exists when someone goes there, comes back, and proves it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Saw your interview with Sargon of Akkad. Seemed like a cool guy. Keep it up. Thank you. I think I'm a cool guy. Um, I've got my share of haters. But I've also got most people that, a lot of the people that think I'm cool. So I'm cool. I try to be just me, really. If you interview Umar Johnson and ask him where his school at, um, to Shaka G. I think apparently last time I saw he done a video that he's actually got the school, right? And he's actually like building it. So, I'm gonna withhold judgment on that for the moment. We'll see where that goes with Umar Johnson and his school. You're rocking a sunroof, that's cool. Does the Rastafarian community support Islam, but Muslims never support legalization of weed and other pro-black issues? I think Abrahamic religions generally support other Abrahamic religions. The Pharaoh, what's his name? The Pharaoh 666. I think Abrahamic religions generally support other ones, rightly or wrongly. So yeah, I guess Rastafari is like weed. Uh, that's their thing. But Muslims don't. I mean, Muslims don't care about anyone else but Muslims, as far as I've known. Sarah Garvey, please, one last showdown at Madison Square Garden with Muhammad Hijab. Listen, my showdown with Muhammad Hijab wouldn't even be physical. Because the information that I got on that guy, bro, he wouldn't want it with me, if I'm totally honest. He wouldn't. It wouldn't be physical, trust me. That guy's been up to some real interesting stuff, I'm just saying. We gotta keep quiet on it. We gotta keep quiet. Sorry. Interview yourself. If I interviewed myself. Sorry, my people on Insta love your knowledge. Thank you, Kojo. I see you sharing my stuff on Insta. Thank you. Keep doing it, bro. Robert Thomason says, "Don't mean physical. I'll lay it out here now." Nah. Sometimes you gotta keep. Tim Timony, are you still a member of gang? Oh my gosh, I was never a member of gang. Who the fuck thought I was a member of gang, and why? I wasn't. I would put this out here now. I was never a member of gang ever in my life, ever. So let's keep that out there. Gang was their own thing. That wasn't my thing. Interview the Prophet Muhammad. Yeah, I'd love to. Tell him to come out of the grave wherever he is or something. I'd like to interview God, as a matter of fact. I'd like to sit God down in a chair and be like, yo, bro, first of all, what the fuck were you thinking? I'd like to interview God, But like, bro, seriously, you know you fucked up, right? Like, you actually fucked up. But you're all-knowing, so you knew you fucked up. Which one? Exactly AR-23. Exactly which God? I don't know. I have all of them there. Vishnu, Allah, Yahweh, Jesus, friggin', I don't know, name them. I'll have all of them there. Just sitting in a chair, just like, yo, so which one of you is the true God? And watch them fight each other. I am. No, I am. I am. I'm the true God. Ah! I'll be like, God damn, like, we're not getting anywhere. That would be interesting. Oh, gosh. I mean, I can mock like this because I don't believe the bullshit, you see. People think this is, like, people listen to this thinking, oh, astaghfirullah. This guy's blaspheming against Allah. This guy's blaspheming against Jesus. I'm like, bro, fuck them all. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Tell him to come and see me, as a matter of fact. I'm in my hotel room. Tell him to knock my door. Okay. So, yeah, I'd definitely interview God, interview Bob Marley. Do you know, as a matter of fact, if I could interview somebody, oh, that's a good one. Interview somebody who's already gone, who's no longer here with us. Michael Jackson. If I could interview somebody who's no longer here, Michael Jackson. Definitely Michael Jackson. I'd want to interview Michael Jackson I'd want to interview Khalid Muhammad. I'd want to interview Elvis Presley. I'd want to interview Tupac. I'd want to interview my guy, Marcus Garvey. Um, who else? Whitney Houston. I definitely want to interview Whitney Houston. Yeah. Khalid Muhammad. No, Khalid. Khalid Muhammad. Not Khalid. Khalid Muhammad is American. He's American who was part of the Nation of Islam and then kind of was kicked out of Nation of Islam. He said some controversial things, but I think his heart was in the right place, personally. Biggie. Would I interview Biggie? Nah, not really. I wouldn't interview. Nah, that's not something. No, Steve Biko. Steve Biko. I'd interview Steve Biko, and I'd interview Margaret Sanger. Ooh, me sitting down with Margaret Sanger. Damn, that would be interesting. The racist eugenicist. Oh my gosh, I'd love to sit down with her. Love to sit down with her and see what she's got to say. Because if I'm all in all honesty, I think a lot of what Margaret Sanger's plan was came to fruition. Margaret Sanger's Margaret Sanger's whole eugenics, racism stuff came to fruition with Planned Parenthood and the way in which black people are aborting their babies. She actually worked a great plan. She actually worked a great plan, and yeah, I'd like to interview what's his name, Sun Tzu, who The Art of War, Sun Tzu. I'd like to interview him. I'd like to interview Shaka Zulu. I would interview Queen Hatshepsut, Frances Cress Welsing, C.A. Levy. Thank you for that. Yes, I would definitely interview Frances Cress Welsing. I would interview. I'd like to interview just a random dead slave master. You know what I mean? Like a dead slave master from, oh, Thor C, Adolf Hitler. That would be amazing. But would he sit down to speak with me? That's the question. I would interview Adolf Hitler. Of course I'd interview Hitler. God damn. I'd love to pick his brain. Just to be honest with me, do you know what I mean? Like, you are a nigger. Like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, but bruv, like, come on, let's talk about some shit. Do you know what I mean? I'll be like, yeah, all right, cool, yeah, all right, fine. Let's talk about some shit, Adolf. Yeah, there's too many people, man. There's too many people that I definitely want to sit down with of who are no longer here. Good and bad. Oh, King Leopold of Belgium. Woo! King Leopold of Belgium. That man killed at least 10 million Africans in the Congo. Just like nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like he just like it was nothing. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Thomas Sankara. Of course, I'd interview Thomas Sankara. No, just kill him. It's very interesting. I had a conversation with you, not with you, with somebody, AR23, and I said, the question was, if you could go back in time and kill someone as a baby. See, this is the very interesting thing now. Now we know in 2019 what that person became. So imagine you go and Hitler, little Adolf, yeah, has just been born. Like, could you kill that baby? Like, you know what he's going to become already, but your whole mission is to kill a baby Adolf Hitler, knowing what he'd become. Would you do it? Could you do it? You know, could you kill Leopold of Belgium? Could you kill a Muhammad ibn Abdullah? Could you kill a I don't know, a Pol Pot? Could you kill a baby? Do you know what I mean? This baby is just like here, but you know what they are going to become. Could you go back in time and just stick a knife in that baby's chest? I don't know, guys. Kula Diddler says easily. I don't know. Is it cute? It's AR-23. Forget that. Like, could you kill a baby that you already know because you've come from here? Could you go back in time and kill that baby? Yes, that's a hard one, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's a hard one. Hitler's gonna kill how many millions of people? King Leopold of Belgium is gonna kill how many millions of people? Cecil Rhodes gonna kill how many millions of people? Could you go back and look at that baby and be like, I'm gonna take this and kill this baby? The Butterfly Effect says Taz Devil, one of my favorite films. Thank you very much. Anfield Road. I mean, I think we've gone off topic, but we're currently talking about killing babies for some reason. They do it now all the time. All right, AR-23. So, who you gonna kill? Could you go back in time and kill Adolf Hitler as a baby? AR-23 says yes. No hesitation. No, all right, cool. I would have adopted him by Jews. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Leave the baby out in the cold. Could you? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Domino Dan. I don't know. I don't know if I can look a baby, you know, square in the eyes and just take a knife and kill it. I don't know if I could do that. Even though I know what they're going to become. Even though I know it's Adolf Hitler. Even though I know it's, you know, name the person who's done, you know, that crazy thing once they've grown up and killed millions of people. And then and then the whole question now becomes is, like, could you kill one life for 6 million? Could you kill one life for 10 million? Could you kill one life for 100 million? Could you do it? That's the question we have to ask ourselves as human beings. Because sometimes that's a tough decision that quote unquote leaders have to take. Leaders of the country, of a nation may say, you know what? If we don't kill this guy, if we don't take this guy out, he's going to be able to kill 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 people. And that's a decision sometimes leaders have to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a decision that all of us are going to be, like, it's not easy for all of us. So sometimes somebody's got to bite the bullet and say, fuck it, I'll kill him. And then when he kills him, he's got all of that stuff that comes with that. All of the people saying, oh, how could you? Oh my gosh, blah, 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 blah. That person's got to take that on their shoulders now. Do you know what I'm saying? So who in here, just put a 1 in. Just put a 1 in the here if you could kill Adolf Hitler as a baby. Just put a 1 in. Bitcoin Millionaire can do it. Taz Devil can do it. Okay. Kojo can do it. Okay. Cool. Okay. AR-23 says 1. Okay. Doctor. Okay, 1. Nope. Marcus MD says nope. There's no other option, Fabricio. There's no other option. Kill Hitler as a baby so he doesn't do what he does. Kill him as a baby. Could you do it? 1. Okay, Fabricio. Okay, Daniel Hicks. Only if I don't have to pay taxes again. Size Devil. I can't guarantee that, bro. But I'm just saying, you know, it's crazy. Doing vision, my guy. But yeah, we're hitting the 50-minute mark. I think I'm gonna be out by the hour mark, guys. King Leopold Shakaji. I hear you. Okay, King Leopold. For all who know King Leopold's history, give me a one. You will take out baby King Leopold. I know King Leopold's history. So, boy, what he done in Congo was a madness. Like what he done in Congo was a madness. So, give me a one. King Leopold actually killed more people than Hitler did, but he actually killed more. But they were all African. So, I guess we don't hear about it much. But I'm just saying, King Leopold killed like 10 million like African people in his time as, ruler of Congo. Um, 18 mil says no one cares about Africans, says Bitcoin millionaire. Sadly, um, it seems like that can be the prevailing thought. That's not the worst thing he did, said Fabricio. All war is crazy. Killing even one baby, you kill the future. But your time, would you change anything? If you took back your time at SC, would you change anything? Says TR News. No, I wouldn't. If I'm totally honest, I wouldn't. I wouldn't change my time at Speaker's Corner. It brought me whatever it brought me now. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Was it fucked up when I was going through it? Hell fucking yeah. Hell yeah, it was fucked up. But sometimes you gotta go through the fire, man. The colonized mentality is still prevalent in West Africa, unfortunately, says Trex. Of course it is. Very much so. Love them debates. Brilliant, says TR News. They're very good, I think. And that's just me blowing my own trumpet, if I'm totally honest. Go back and watch my playlist on my channel, Sarah at Speaker's Corner. See the debates, folks. Okay? I went to Speaker's Corner and shut it down. Shut it down to the point where they wanted to plot to kill me. The religion of peace wanted to kill me. Imagine. It's very peaceful, isn't it? So yeah, go watch them. Will you go back to Speaker's Corner? Dillian says Dillian Cooney, sorry. Is that Cooney? Cooney, yeah. No, no, I have no plans to go back there. No plans whatsoever. Just over fatter on you. I don't believe so, says Bitcoin millionaire. I don't think they got a fatter on me. But, that stuff could come back at any point in time. If you say the wrong thing about the prophet, don't disrespect our prophet. Don't disrespect our God. Thought your God was all powerful. He's got the power to kill anyone that disrespects him, right? All right, cool. We'll tell him to do that. So if you getting so bloody angry all the time, do you know what I'm saying? Would you interview Cornel West? I would actually. Cornel West is another one. I wouldn't mind sitting down with Cornel West. I'd sit down with Cornel West. What's your take on Raspert leaving gang? I swear that guy had an obsession with you. He has had an obsession with me, making pathetic diss tracks. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't really like to give the donkey too much airtime, but it is what it is. Just leave him with the donkey self. Allah is too busy stopping demons escaping the atmosphere. Allah's too busy asking people to get the devil out their nose every morning. Do you know what I'm saying? Crazy. Douglas. Oh, that's another. Oh, sorry. Douglas Murray. I'd like to interview Douglas Murray. Oh, we'd definitely like to do that. He's a cool dude too. You did make some of the Muslims unsure of themselves with strong rational arguments, as Truth Seeker. Of course, because rationality is a thing. It's a thing. Oh, even Leo Muhammad. I'd even sit down with Leo Muhammad. We'd definitely disagree on a lot of stuff, but I'd definitely sit down with him. Interview aspect. Now he can interview himself, mate. Um, Islam isn't rational. Duh. Tell me something that I don't know. No, it's not rational at all. It likes to because they get the pseudo intellectuals out, they make it seem like it's rational. Do you know what I mean? You get your pseudo intellectuals like, oh, but everything that begins to exist has a cause. It's like, bro, don't start this shit again. Don't start it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I've heard this thing like 165 times. Like, please. Lucy Brown fell out with Tom Robinson over Ali Dawah. Yeah, apparently. Dylan Cooney. Would you interview the guys from Black Wall Street? I'd interview everyone from Black Wall Street. Western Goddess is up in the building. You are very late, my dear. Very late. I've got 4 minutes left, guys, and I'm peacing out. People don't understand the principle of induction. That's very true. They don't. They don't. They really don't. Christopher Hitchens would have been there. Oh, I would have interviewed Christopher Hitchens. Hell yeah, I would have interviewed Christopher Hitchens. That would have been dope to sit down and talk to Christopher Hitchens. Oh, but hang on. I'm not supposed to speak to white people. Sorry, I'm not allowed. Sorry, guys. If I speak to white people, then I'm a sellout. Apparently. I'm not black enough. Apparently. I'm not allowed. The black community says no. Black community says no. Can't sit down and talk to white people, guys. They're the enemy. The devil. So I can't speak to him, apparently. If I speak to a white person, that means I'm white on the inside. Sorry, I've got to laugh because it's bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't, it's bullshit. Like, it's crazy. If I speak to white people, then I'm a devil on the inside. It's like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, if you knew my life, do you know what I mean? Like, if you just knew my life, it's bullshit. Do you know what I mean? It's the way in which people try to, control, they just try to control the whole narrative of what it means to be black. And I had this whole thing, conversation on the Black Opinion. Go watch the Black Opinion, share it. What does it mean to be black? A lot of black people think they've monopolized what it means to be black. So if somebody steps out this box of what it means to be black, then obviously they're not black. Sarah's not black. He spoke to white people. Huh? I guarantee you speak to white people every day. I guarantee you do it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, he spoke to a white person. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that, actually. Sorry. Was that in the criteria? Did I get the contract of what it means to be black when I got out of the womb? Did I sign it and say, yes, this is what it means to be black. Don't speak to white people ever again. Okay, yeah. Did I sign that contract? I'm just wondering. Do you know what I mean? If you think you're going to control me with that bullshit, you ain't. Just letting you know, you just ain't. You ain't going to control me with none of your fucking rhetoric of what you think it means to be black. You guys can rock your ankh chains. There's nothing wrong with the ankh, don't get me wrong. You can rock your locks. Nothing wrong with locks. I'm not saying that. Okay. But if you think you're going to control me because you rock an ankh chain and locks and say, yo, he's not black, I'll be like, yo, fuck you. I'm just going to tell you, go fuck yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been black all my life. I've been 6'2" and black for a very long time. Okay? So if you think I'm not, quote unquote, black enough, you see this one? That's for you. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So it is, yeah, it is what it is. But family, like, it's been an hour now. I'm gonna peace out of here, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. You know, um, if you can't be good, be careful, and if you can't be careful, you're fucked. Um, so, peace, family. Peace.